Hi there, in today's video we're gonna talk about airmanship. By the end of the video you will know what airmanship is, why it is so important, and why you should use good airmanship every day when you go flying. Okay, so without further ado, let's jump right into it. Hi there, I'm Gabriele from PILOTCLIMB.com. I'm a training captain on the Boeing 737 and I help you to become a better pilot. So consider subscribe to the channel if you don't want to miss the next content. I'm uploading lots of new content and now I'm starting with the flight simulation content, okay, using the Prepare 3D. So if you really don't want to miss the next flight, consider subscribe to the channel. Okay, let's talk about the content of today, which is airmanship, okay. So what is airmanship? Airmanship is a multidimensional skill that you should have in order to operate your aircraft in a safe and efficient manner using sound judgment. So what does it mean? This is a pilot that uses good airmanship, okay, is a pilot that doesn't only have a single skill, such as flying skills or such as technical knowledge, okay. So a pilot that is very good at flying the aircraft but has very poor communication skill doesn't have a good airmanship, okay. So a pilot that has got a multi-dimensional skill, such as knowing the aircraft, knowing the procedures, good pilot, good flying skills, good communication skills, good working as a team. All of these skills together, okay, makes a pilot having a good airmanship, okay. So in a clear and easy day where the weather is fine, the aircraft is fully serviceable and everything is good, it's very difficult to spot the difference between a pilot that utilizes good airmanship and a pilot that utilizes bad airmanship, even though sometimes you can see it even during a nice and easy day. However, when something happens, okay, when a failure happens or bad weather is around or there is something that is not normal, in there you see where and which pilot is using good airmanship, okay, because a pilot that uses good airmanship is a pilot that has good knowledge of the aircraft, is a pilot that listens to others, is a pilot that has got good communication skill, is a pilot that knows what is it doing, knows the environment, knows the regulations. So all of these things together is airmanship. Okay, so it is very important to understand the difference between having a good airmanship and having a good flying skills, for example. Okay. Beautiful, but how can you build up a good airmanship, okay? A good airmanship doesn't come overnight. Good airmanship comes with experience. So with the years flying, okay, you will know your aircraft better, you will grow up with the experience will rise, okay? But on top of that, one of the most important factors about airmanship is knowing yourself, knowing your limits, okay? And a pilot that uses good airmanship actually knows his limit or air limits, okay? And you does something in order to correct that, okay? So for example, I know that when I'm in a normal situation, I tend to speed up on my speech pace, okay? I talk a little bit too fast, okay? This is something that I know, something that some people have pointed out. So because I know that, okay, when I found myself in a situation that I'm not comfortable with, okay, what I do, I slow down. Okay, so I slow down my talking speed, okay, because I know that is one of my limitations, so I do something about that, okay. So especially as a captain flying for more than 10 years, the Boeing 737, more than 6-7 years as a captain, okay, I needed throughout my career to build up this good airmanship, because what you want as a captain, as a leader, to have a good outcome at the end of the day. So by using good airmanship, good communication skill, by knowing your limit, because what happens if I don't know my limit and I start talking too fast if an engine failure occurs, for example, okay? So let's say that we took off, we have an engine failure, and because I'm in this emergency situation, I'm not used to being in an engine failure situation, a part of the simulator, let's say I start talking too fast. What will happen is that, what could happen is that I might miss the first officer might miss some very important information, so the communication gets broke in some way, okay, somewhere, okay, and that's something that you don't want, especially in an emergency situation, okay. So, but this is one of my limitations. I know my limitation. I know how I can actually work in order to make sure that I face and I make sure that that limitation doesn't compromise the safety of the plane, okay. So Having good airmanship means know yourself, know your aircraft, know your procedures, but on top of that, having good airmanship means that you are in continual evolution. What I've seen in my career is that many pilots, after flying for more than 10, 15, 20 years, they just relax because they think that they know everything, that they've seen everything, so they don't study, they don't really know the specific of the system sometimes, and this is actually not knowing your aircraft and not keep studying your systems will make your airmanship to go down, okay? Because if something happens, okay, normally in a career of a pilot, let's say an engine failure may not even ever happens, okay? So, but the day that happens, if it happens, you want to be ready and use good airmanship. If you know your system very well, you will take the correct decisions and make a good judgment, okay? Another good example of having using good airmanship, okay? What I do as a line trainer, I fly with cadets sometimes, okay, online, okay, the new guys are out of their type rating, okay, the first day of their line operation with the real passengers, with the real aircraft, they fly with me sometimes, okay. These cadets, I've been flying with cadets out of the type rating, so it was really the first sector of Boeing, on the Boeing 737, and they were doing it with me, okay. If you compare the experience of a cadet that is brand new to the experience that I built up throughout my career of flying for more than 15 years and for more than 10 years in the Boeing 737, you can actually say, well, the cadet cannot say anything to you because you know everything and the cadet is brand new, doesn't know anything. But that's not true at all, okay? Because happens to me with a brand new cadet, okay, that might be you in the future, okay, you might point out something that I'm missing. Not because I don't know, because I've never seen it, but just because I'm missing that particular thing in that particular moment, okay? And good airmanship, make sure, if you use good airmanship, make sure that as a captain, as a trainer, or as a first officer, you are in an open mind. You have an open mind, okay. By being open-minded, okay, you will listen to others, okay, because you will be surprised how many things you will miss throughout your career, because we are humans, because we make mistakes regardless of your level of experience, okay. There is this I read somewhere, I don't remember where, there was a first officer and a captain, okay, and the first officer asked the captain, how come you arrived to a point where you never make mistakes, okay? And the captain responds, because I've got lots of experience, okay? And the first officer asked the captain, okay, and how can I make up experience then? And the captain responds to the first officer, by making lots of mistakes. So as you can see, you know, the mistakes will make the experience made by mistakes, okay? But even though you've got lots of experience, if you've seen so many things, you should still be open-minded and listen to others, okay? Especially on the first officer side. If you fly with an old captain that has been flying for more than 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50, 60, 80, 100 years, okay? That doesn't mean that he will not miss something, okay? Because it could happen. Okay. So as you can see, airmanship is not a single skill that you must have. It's the sum of all of these skills all together that come up. It will not come up over time, but if you know what airmanship is, you can actually work in order to get closer to have a good airmanship, okay? So I hope you like and you enjoyed this video about airmanship. If you have any questions about this topic, just leave a comment below and I will answer you out, okay? Also go to PILOTCLIMB.com where you can subscribe for free pilot training content. I wish you a great day and I'll see you on the next one.